Hello everyone, welcome to our webinar. Today's webinar is titled The Holy Grail of Trading, where the Holy Grail is not something spooky, but it's very important and vital to your trading. So let's hop around as we continue. So what is a Holy Grail? These are objects such as cups, dishes, stones, which are sought after by knights of Arthurian legends as part of a quest, especially in the medieval times. If you watch movies like Merlin, I believe you might have seen people looking for a lot of things and maybe they are searching for it. Okay, very important. We'll talk about it as we continue. So next here we have these are objects. Of course, they are said to possess certain miraculous healing powers. Like I was saying, okay, if you watch Merlin and all these epic movies, you see people looking for a lot of things, artifacts. Some people pay a lot of money for archaeologists to dig up a lot of things for them because they don't want to die. They want immortality. Some want eternal youth. Some want abundance. They want to have a lot of things in this life. Of course, they can also be relics or artifacts as we continue. Okay, and the possessor of it is supposed to have a lot of influence. Okay, so let's continue. Yes, so if you read a lot of books, you might have heard things about Holy Grail. It might not be called Holy Grail. It can be a pearl, it can be diamond, it can be blood diamonds, it can be rubies, okay? And a lot of people are seeking for such things, even in trading. So you might have watched movies like Indiana Jones and the Crusades, okay? You see Indiana Jones right here. He and his colleague went looking for a lot of things and they found it actually. Of course, you might have heard about the song by Jay-Z featuring Justin Timberlake, which is called The Holy Grail. Of course, they didn't really talk about the Holy Grail per se, but it was worth it anyway. So, and also if you like games, also, you see games like the Assassin's Creed. There are times they talk about some implements or a lot of things like that. Of course, people are looking for such things to improve their life and to have an edge. Okay, so next, this means that humans have in them an innate need to have an undue advantage. So people do whatever it takes to get an undue advantage over people. Of course, even in trading, a lot of people want to have undue advantage. They want to have every win possible, all the money, all the 6.6 trillion in the market. A lot of people want to take it as theirs. Of course, is it possible? So we'll investigate as we continue. So what is the Holy Grail of trading? So we talk about what Holy Grails are and what people seek and what they want to achieve when they have them. So what is it in trading? Okay. So the Holy Grail of trading is the ultimate and perfect trading strategy. Okay, have you heard about the perfect strategy where you never win, you never have losses, always winning, always winning? So people seek for Holy Grail of trading where they believe that when they have this particular type of strategy, of course, they will never have losses. They will continually have wins. Okay, they're thinking about their Lamborghini, thinking about their home by the beach. Of course, they can even beat the banks. Of course, is there anything like that in trading? Okay, let's check. So it is believed that if you have it, it's like having a good luck charm. Okay, a good luck charm, a talisman, a magic wand. Of course, that when you wield it, it gives you unlimited power, unlimited pips. Of course, if you are in this particular market, you unlimited basis points, unlimited pips. Of course, that will make you a billionaire or a trillionaire. Okay, so without fail, of course, is it possible? Is it possible? So some people's quest is for this perfect strategy. They are looking for this perfect strategy. They've tried a lot of strategies and they are looking for the perfect one. Of course, let's see if it exists. Okay, so the Holy Grail of trading is the elixir, a cure for all ails. I don't know if you've heard about it. Okay, there's this magic potion or this medicinal plant that cures everything. Okay, I don't know if you have heard about that. Of course, some people believe that is something like that in trading, where if you have it, it can take care of every market situation, whether it is bearish, bullish, or whether the market is uncertain. It will still be giving them a lot of pips. So it's a cure for all else. Of course, does that really exist? Is that really possible? Next, it is the paradise of pilgrims. Okay, all pilgrims believe that one day they will enter into paradise and everything will be nice, everything will be okay. Okay, they will leave this world and everything will be fine. So traders have this kind of mentality too. Of course, maybe not you, but a lot of traders believe that when they get this perfect strategy, is the paradise of traders. Next, it can also be what is called the treasure chest of pirates. You know, pirates love treasures. They can sail 1,000 seas, okay, or 7 seas over the ocean to find that particular which is called a treasure chest. Of course, when they get it, they believe that everything will be okay for them. Of course, it is the El Dorado of Spanish treasure hunters. Okay, El Dorado is a place of where there is a lot of gold. Everything is gold. When you get there, you become rich. That is what a lot of traders believe that the holy grail of trading will be to them. Next, the holy grail of trading is the utopian strategy. It's all for one for all. When you have this particular strategy, everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Your wins, you'll be having just wins, and more wins, of course. So let's talk about the circle of doom. Wow. Circle of doom in the midst of the holy grail. Well, let me talk about this. Very important to understand this. Today is not a spooky webinar. I'm trying to open your eyes to see the reality of trading. And of course, I have your best interests at heart, okay? So let's talk about the circle of doom. Number 1, the search, the action, and the blame. So these 3 guys are called the circle of doom. Of course, there are a lot of doomsday prophecies. Okay, these are not doomsday prophecies. Okay, these are just what really happens in the market. And of course, this is what I call the rat race of trading. Okay, if you understand the rat race of trading, a lot of people are in a rat race. So if you're in a rat race, you are moving but you are not moving. You are moving but you are not gaining distance. Okay, so if you're out of this particular circle of doom, you'll be moving the distance, you'll be going to where you are heading to. So let's talk about the 3 steps in the circle of doom. We have the search, the action, and the blame. So what is it all about? Well, that's why we're here. I'll explain it to you. So number 1, before we get there, okay, all profitable traders have to pass through and break out of this circle of doom in search for the ultimate secret weapon to trade the financial market. So if you can pass through this and get out successfully, of course, you will get to your destination. Yes, I promise you that. If you can do this, if you can go through it and come out successfully, you'll be able to. So I'll be giving you tips on how to move out of this circle. But of course, let's talk about what is it really all about. Okay, number 1, the search. Okay, as a trader, you start most at times, in fact, most of the time, let me say 99.9%, most traders get into the market, they go to YouTube, most of the time YouTube, download PDFs and read, then they rush to start trading. Okay, so that's where the search is. You are searching for that particular strategy that will help you. Okay, so when you got maybe that particular strategy, you started using it to trade. Okay, that is what we call action. Okay, after getting that particular strategy, you now entered into what is called the action. That's where you are implementing your strategy. Okay, you are trading, you are getting profits, and so on and so forth. Then all of a sudden, you started having losing streaks. Okay, losing streaks are just having consecutive losses, consecutive series of losses. Okay, then a lot of traders begin to doubt. Okay, that's where you enter the phase called the blame. We call it the blame. Blame a part of the cycle. That's the 3rd part of the cycle. You start asking yourself, was this really the strategy I got from the beginning, or is there something wrong with the strategy? It's like the market has changed and the strategy is no longer working. Okay, of course, it's not really the truth. The truth is that the problem is not the strategy. Okay, the problem is not the strategy. But of course, after this particular blame incident, the trader will now repeat the cycle. He will start looking for another strategy. He says, oh, you buy another course, buy this course, buy that course, and he's hoping to get the ultimate perfect weapon of trading in the financial market. Okay, so this is called the circle of doom. So if you are able to get out of this circle of doom, of course, you have a good time in the financial market. Yes, it's possible. It's possible to be profitable in this particular market. All right, so you might ask me this, okay? Maybe it might be running through your mind for some time. So how often should a trader change strategy? Okay, I've seen a lot of traders, they will tell you that get a strategy and die with the strategy. Okay, of course, if you are able to study and be disciplined enough to stick to one strategy over a long period of time, of course you'll be an expert. You'll be an expert in that particular strategy. Okay, so how often should you? Well, maybe next question here, as you can see, he said, is it wrong to change your strategy or learn more than one strategy? Of course, number one, we'll discuss that because strategies can be for different market situations, of course. So with that, you can have more than one strategy, but let me not go ahead of myself. Let me go to the next. So how often should a trader change strategy? So the only reason why I should change his strategy is because of its low win rate after back testing and front testing thoroughly. So because you saw a particular trading system or trading strategy and you bought it, or you watched it on YouTube, or you read it from a PDF or from a book you bought, and of course you need to do what is called a back test. Back test it to check what is the win rate of this particular strategy. Okay, if you determine the win rate of this particular strategy, then you need to front test. Front test means you need to be in the real time, because back test is like going back in time. Front test is like being in time, being in real time to test the particular strategy to see how it works. If you know how it works, if it gives you a good win rate, at least it should be above 50%. It should be above 50%. Okay, so above 50%. Well, it depends. Even 30% can make it profitable, but I believe it should be above 50%. Of course, that will give you more confidence to trade. Okay, but if you have a 30% win rate, it takes a lot of discipline to be profitable. Of course, it depends on your risk reward ratio, of course. So back test and front test, then you can know. If it gives you a very low win rate, then you can change a strategy, of course. Next, if you lack the discipline to trade, very important, if you lack the discipline to trade profitably with one strategy, it will be a disaster to learn more. You see, if you are very disciplined to backtest, it takes a lot of time to backtest. It takes a lot of courage to backtest and front test. Okay, if you are disciplined enough to do that, and you discover that you had a low win rate, of course, you can jump to the next strategy. But if you have not been disciplined to even backtest and front test it, jumping to another strategy will take you to the cycle of doom. Okay, so today this webinar is trying to permit me to use the word liberate you from the circle of doom. Okay, yes. So if you lack the discipline to trade profitably with one strategy, of course you have issues. But if you are able to trade with one strategy, there's nothing bad with learning another. Of course, different market situations give different entries and exits. All right. So with discipline, you can learn more. Okay, because the truth is that different strategies give different setups. Sometimes you may be lucky. Okay, different strategies give different setups. So maybe while waiting for one strategy to set up, to give you its setup. The other one might have given you some entries. Okay, all right, let's continue. So your psychology plays a vital role in your trading. Okay, if you have not watched a video on our YouTube channel, please check it out. It's called the psychology of trading. Okay, I won't talk much on that. Okay, so your psychology, your state of mind, your mindset plays a major role in trading. So people say 80% of trading is your psychology, your trading psychology, of course. All right, so all strategies are trying to give you a direction. All strategies are trying to give you a direction at different times or at the same time. So like I said, you may have a strategy at a particular time, and sometimes the two strategies might give you we call it a confluence. Okay, it's called a confluence. When two strategies are superimposing and giving you an entry, we call it a confluence. That is that's super powerful. Okay, a lot of traders are so confident of that they can enter a bigger lot size, increase their position size, because that is a very good entry with a lot of confirmations. We call it confluences. Okay, so another thing is that indicator based or non-indicator based, whether is it indicators, if you use indicator, are they the ones that give profits, or is it non-indicator that are giving more profit? Does it matter? Okay, so whether indicator based or non-indicator based trading, your consistency in trading will come from your psychology. Yes, your psychology. So people say indicators are lagging. They are lagging behind. The move might have happened before you enter the move. Of course, some people say that if you are, they call themselves naked traders. Of course, they are not naked. Okay, their charts, they don't use indicators on their charts. Okay, they say they are non-indicator based traders. Of course, whether indicator or non-indicator, if you are not disciplined and you don't have the right psychology, you see have issues in the market. So it doesn't matter. Okay, as long as you are following the rules, okay, you can get out of the cycle of doom. Okay, so next, your personality. Your personality plays a role too. Okay, you can either be a scalper. Okay, if you are a scalper, you should not go for a strategy for swing traders. Okay, you should not go for swing traders strategy. Okay, you're going to have hell. Okay, of course, doom, and that's not what we want for you here. Next is intraday trader. Okay, you can be an intraday trader. Intraday trader, don't go for a scalping strategy. Okay, so if you know who you are, number one, go for what suits your strategy, your personality. Then swing trader, then position trader. Okay, of course, you need to know who you are first. When you know who you are, then go for your strategy. When you go for your strategy, be disciplined. Front test, back test. Okay, so in conclusion, since of course there is no holy grail of trading, I repeat, there is no holy grail of trading. Okay, so what is the closest a trader can get to determine a profitable trading strategy? There is no holy grail of trading. Okay, so how close should you be? Number one, the strategy is never the issue. The strategy is never the issue. Of course, the trader is. Okay, are we blaming the trader for losses? Of course, yes. Okay, most traders don't want to take responsibilities for their action. If you naturally don't take responsibilities for your action, you will never be a good trader. If you blame others for whatever happens to you, you will never be a good trader. Good traders take responsibility. They are responsible, they are accountable for their actions. Okay, so be responsible, be a responsible trader. So next is that since the strategy is not the issue, it is you. Why not do something, work on yourself? Okay, read books that will help your mindset. Read trading psychology books too. Some traders have never read a book on trading psychology and they are trading. Please read a book on trading psychology today. Okay, very important. It will help your mindset and keep you in the market. If your psychology is right and you have a good strategy, everything will work fine. If your psychology is wrong, you have a good strategy, you still be having losses. You will think you wasted your money buying that particular course or watching that YouTube video and so on and so forth. Next, number one, like I said, know your trading personality. Pick a strategy. Make sure you back test and forward test. Okay, back testing, you can use your demo account, okay, to do that, and forward test. Then your psychology. Psychology. If your psychology is right and you have a good strategy, everything will work fine. Alright, so the combination of these will get you as close to the holy grail of trading, which is not 100%, but above average. I repeat, above average. I will make you consistently profitable. So if you follow this, okay, there is no holy grail of trading. If you find the holy grail of trading, please, I'm interested. I'll pay you whatever it takes. Okay, I'll pay you whatever it takes. So thanks for your attention, and don't forget to open a live account on www.tradelandfx.com, and you'll be glad you did. Please don't miss our next webinar. Invite your friends and families, your enemies and your frenemies too. Have a nice day.